Right guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing good. Late night one before bed. Yeah, to say, hope you enjoyed that video earlier. Bit of a funny one. Hope you liked it. Lighten the spirit a bit. So yeah, that's all I can say. But yeah guys, I just want to say some stuff you guys wouldn't know about me, like lately, well, I say lately, I was thinking, I've been thinking it for a while along these lines, like, for a while, like a lot of us in life, we want to chase after fame and fortune, do you know what I mean? It's kind of how it is for a lot of people in life. A lot of people chase after that, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'd never want to be famous, but I don't want that to be all that it's about, kind of thing. That's all I can say. Because I think there's greater things in life, like the service you offer to people, the difference you make. I think that's more important than the accolades and people, screaming your name or bigging you up or blowing smoke up your bum. Do you know what I mean? I think that's far more rewarding and a greater purpose kind of thing than just fame for the sake of fame and fortune for the sake of fortune kind of thing. This is what I honestly think. God's been really putting it on my heart lately that there's more to life than just fame and fortune, and because for a while I was thinking what I want to do. Like, you can probably notice, people who've known me for a while know how big I used to be, like strong and like hefty. Like, I used to be heavy, big guy, do you know what I mean? Like, heavy guy anyway. I had a lot of weight on me anyway. And I've lost quite a bit of that, and part of the reason for that is I was kind of chasing after like, I wasn't chasing after it, but I thought to myself, I had plans basically, and then decided don't reveal your plans, do you know what I mean? Because you get a load of haters, but you're gonna get a load of haters anyway in life, do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. I know I've got quite a few already, so I'm not really that bothered really, do you know what I mean? Got the Lord watching over me anyway, so it's one of them. But yeah, like a lot of people, I guess. Anyway, I weren't actively pursuing it per se, but I had it in the back of my mind. Like, I'd like to be rich and famous. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, it's no different really to anybody else. Do you know what I mean? I did think that. I have thought that for a while. Like, sort of thing. I thought I'd lose a lot. I thought I'd lose even more weight than I have already, and so my looks would be, I guess, on point. Do you know what I mean? As much as possible. And yeah, I guess, chase after that as best as I could, kind of thing. That's what I kind of had. That's what I've had in the back of my mind, but it wouldn't be fame and fortune per se, as in fame and fortune. It'd be more like, I don't know. I guess I've always thought I had a decent voice, to be honest. Probably not a lot of people have heard me sing, but I think I ain't got a bad voice for someone who's never had any kind of like vocal training or anything. I think I'm not a bad singer, to be honest. So yeah, I thought I'll lose the weight, get as desirable as possible, learn how to sing, and Do you know what I mean? And see where that goes. Do you know what I mean? I did think that for a while, but I suppose I could do that. I could always do that. But I wanted to be like, I wanted to really improve my image as much as possible, like. But now I'm not so fussed about that because I believe there's more to life than fame and fortune. It's about the difference you make and the impact you make on the world. So, um, now I'd rather be like, not exactly like him, but for a while I wanted to be the slim sort of not heartthrob. I don't think I'll ever be a heartthrob because I'm not good looking enough. But like but then again, having said that, you know what? If I lost the weight, there'd probably be quite a drastic change in my looks. There probably would if I was like, I guess slim to skinny. I'm a big lad at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But if I was slim to skinny, if I really went down the gym and done a load of running and or done a load of walking and dieting, like, well, I've done that. I've lost a lot compared to what I was. Do you know what I mean? I used to be very heavy and I've lost quite a bit. But yeah, if I was to hit the gym and jog every day and stuff, I'd really slim down, and I guess then I probably would. I don't know. Maybe I would look the part. It's hard to say. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, when I was younger, I was quite desirable. A lot of the girls liked me in school and stuff. So maybe if I was to hit the gym and lose it, I could do that. But really now, I don't think I want to do that. My mindset's changed. I wanted to do that, like chase after fame and fortune, be the best version of myself, find a trophy girlfriend, and raise a family and live happily ever after. That was kind of what I was thinking about. Do you know what I mean? That was kind of what I was thinking about, to be honest. But now, now I'm thinking I want to make a difference. Do you know what I mean? However I can, whether that be in the lives of others or on a on a big scale. Do you know what I mean? Small or big scale, I want to make a difference. That's all I can say. That's I feel like that's my purpose, and this is what I'm going to look to do. And yeah, I want to be that masculine guy now. I want to be like an Andrew Tate. That's that's where my mindset's changed. For a while, I wanted to be like I guess like a pop star, but not now. I think it's changed. I think I want to be a leader. Because there's too many weak men in the world. Do you know what I mean? There's too many weak men. Um, and people take advantage of weak men. This is the truth. Do you know what I mean? And like I said in the previous video, it's funny how the kind of ideal image is like kind of like a good looking weak man. I mean, I'm not saying uh I guess you look better when you're slim, do you know what I mean? You kind of do, do you know what I mean? That's true. Aesthetically wise, you do look better, but um, I think, or at least that's what the world teaches you, do you know what I mean? But I think I look at Jesus, I look at all the depictions of Jesus, like in videos that I watch online and stuff. And admittedly, he's quite handsome, but he's rugged. Do you know what I mean? He's strong. He's rugged. He's like he's like an Andrew Tate, but obviously with a lot of the time he's got hair, like a lot of hair, but he's like an Andrew Tate in build wise and sort of strength wise. Do you know what I mean? He's that sort of guy. He's a strong, masculine, handsome guy, do you know what I mean? Just like Andrew Tate is, and yeah. So that's the sort of guy I want to be like now. I'm not saying I want to be like Andrew Tate in every way. I'm not saying that. I don't know the guy, do you know what I mean? I've seen some of his interviews, and at first I was a bit skeptical, but now I'm thinking he's not a bad guy. I don't think him and Tristan are that bad, despite how the media tries to paint him. But I don't know for sure because I don't know him. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I want to be. I want to be like that sort of guy. I used to be that sort of guy. Maybe not quite as tough as Andrew Tate, because Andrew Tate's done a lot of martial arts, so he's a very tough guy. Do you know what I mean? But I was strong. I was certainly strong. I was strong, like kind of like how he was, how he is. Like I was kind of strong like that, but I'd say not as skilled. That's all I'll say. Obviously, do you know what I mean? Obviously not as skilled, but I was strong. Do you know what I mean? I was a masculine man. I think anyone who come into contact with me could see that. Do you know what I mean? Despite my kindness and despite my softness, I think people knew I was a masculine man. Do you know what I mean? Just by looking at me, kind of thing. It spoke for itself, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't wanna be as big as I was before, but I wanna be like an Andrew Tate, like a built, handsome guy. That's all I can say. That's how I wanna be now. My mindset's changed. I could try and lose the weight and be like a pop star, but I don't think I want that. I think there's a greater purpose in life. It's just few people are willing to go after the difficult purposes. They want the easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy to be famous, but or like be a pop star. It's not easy, but the trappings are certainly easy. Do you know what I mean? They catch a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, nothing good ever came easy. Do you know what I mean? And if you want the easy life, but yeah, being famous ain't easy. It's far from easy. I'm not saying it's easy at all, but I think there's greater purposes sometimes than being famous for the sake of being famous. That's just what I believe. Do you know what I mean? But some people who are famous have got many purposes, and fair play to them. They've done it. Do you know what I mean? And I respect them. Do you know what I mean? No doubt, no doubt at all. What they have to deal with, it's hard. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard. I look at what Justin Bieber's gone through, and yeah, he's still standing. Fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? A lot of respect for him, and a lot of the other stars as well. What they've been through, and they got multiple purposes. Do you know what I mean? Multiple purposes. They've really lived a successful life, and they've done very well for themselves. You got to show respect. Do you know what I mean? Don't hate, appreciate. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. But yeah, I think there's a greater purpose than being famous for the sake of being famous. That's all I can say. And I think even famous people would agree with that. Do you know what I mean? A lot would anyway. Do you know what I mean? Um, so yeah, that's all I'm trying to say really. But yeah, I've decided I wanna be like an Andrew Tate, sort of handsome, rugged sort of guy, like kind of how I was before. But I want to slim down a bit. I want to slim down a bit and be strong and rugged. Like, do you know what I mean? That's how I want to be. That's that's my authentic self. I think. I thought for a while. I thought it was like the slim pop star dude, which I would love to be. In a sense, I would. Just for being desirable and having the women like me. I'd like it for that reason. Do you know what I mean? How I've had it in the past. That's the thing. I know what that's like because I've had it in the past. I've been slim. I've been good looking and slim, so I know what that's like. I know the attention you get, and I know how good it feels, and the euphoria that comes with it. I know this. Do you know what I mean? Because I've experienced it. But yeah. So I'd love it in that sense. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to have a trophy girlfriend and, do you know what I mean, be successful and everything. I'd love that. In one sense, but I feel like God's calling me to a greater purpose. I just do. And the way my life's gone, it's kind of gone away from that sort of like good looking slim dude. It's gone away from that for whatever reason. My life just molded me into, how can I say it? To be honest, it made me into a bit of a savage. Do you know what I mean? For a while, it did. Anyway, do you know what I mean? I'm just being real. People took my kindness for weakness, but I was not one to, you know what I mean? I was strong, man. I was strong. Do you know what I mean? So for a while, I was. Do you know what I mean? Um, so yeah, very much a warrior kind of thing. Not compared to some people. Some people are greater warriors than me. There's some really big dudes that I've met in my life who are like, I guess, the real alphas. Do you know what I mean? But I was still pretty formidable. Do you know what I mean? I was. Do you know what I mean? For a while, I was anyway. But yeah, kind of went away from that. I've gone away from that now. I'd be like I say, like an Andrew Tate guy, a slim, healthy, strong, masculine guy. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be like the biggest alpha in the world, like a. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be that guy. Andrew Tate is an alpha. Do you know what I mean? There's no two ways about it because he's got the skills. It's not necessarily his strength or his size, although he's a strong guy and he is a big guy. But it's not necessarily that. It's his skills that make him so deadly. Do you know what I mean? But he's a big guy. He's a big guy and he's strong. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he isn't, but there are bigger and stronger guys out there. I'm sure he would agree with me on that. But it's his skills and his heart and what he's been through that make him so tough. So yeah, yeah, he's a tough guy. Do you know what I mean? I think anyone can say that. I can certainly say that. I know I'm not. I haven't. Like I say, I was. I suppose I was a masculine guy. So like and I guess in my mind I weren't as skilled as some as those guys, but I was still a fighter in my mind. You know what I mean? And so yeah, you recognise it in other people. Do you know what I mean? It's like I say, a lion recognises a lion. Do you know what I mean? That's just the truth. That's the truth. Do you know what I mean? You can see it in people, the demeanour. Do you know what I mean? The size sometimes, their strength, their just aura. Do you know what I mean? The aura. That's all I can say. You know when someone's not one to be trifled with. Do you know what I mean? Because you can just sense it. That's all I can say. So a lot of fighters that walk in the room, and it's like if you've ever been around a fighter, like an actual, I don't know, like an MMA fighter and stuff, or a boxer or something, they've just got that do not f with me kind of aura. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. I've been around a few people like that in my life, and so yeah. So a lion recognises a lion. That's all I can say. So yeah, I want to get stronger again. This is what I'm thinking. Or yeah, I want to get stronger again. But I want to lose weight as well. I just want to get fitter and stronger, but lose the weight as well. Do you know what I mean? Look, I want to be like an Andrew Tate. That's all I can say. That's my authentic self, I think, because I'd love the trophy girlfriend, and I'd love all of that. I really would. I'd really get a buzz off it. But I feel like God's calling me for some greater purpose. This is just what I feel. And I think it's to make a difference in the world in some way. I don't know what yet. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's just downloading things to me, and um, it's making me think that's my purpose, kind of thing, to make a difference in a small or big way, whichever way I can, whichever way I can find, I guess, the desire for the intestinal fortitude, for whatever you want to call it. This is what is downloading to me, so don't know what it's going to look like, how I'm going to make a difference, or yeah, I don't know. But I just feel like that's what he's putting on my heart. I know a lot of people are going to think I'm talking a load of crap and thinking, what's he been smoking? He's been smoking the good stuff again. Do you know what I mean? He's just a lowly dude with little money, and he lives in not a very good place, and do you know what I mean, and stuff, and he's got he's just talking a load of crap. He ain't never gonna amount to nothing and stuff. Wow, do you know what I mean? People always thought that about people, so do you know what I mean? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see, won't we? We'll see how things go. That's all I can say. We'll see how the chips fall. So yeah, I say we'll see what God's plan is. You say we'll see how things go. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm not bothered if people start hating me because I've expressed myself in this video. Do you know what I mean? I've got enough haters as it is already. Don't think I don't know that, because I'm well aware of that. Do you know what I mean? Well aware of that. Don't think I don't see. I don't notice things. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. I do notice things, and I'm not stupid. So that's it. That's all I can say. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's all I can say. God's will be done, and we'll see what happens. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But I believe in God. I believe He's my source. I believe He's my everything. And whoever doesn't believe that, it doesn't bother me. They don't have to follow Him. They don't have to believe in Him. It's up to them what they want to do. Live the life how they want to live it. But I know how I want to live my life, and I know what God's taught me, and I know that He's real. So if other people can't see that or are not experiencing it, it's not my fault. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. If they want to judge me and think badly of me or hate on me, or because I follow God and because I believe in God, then that's their prerogative. Do you know what I mean? It's simple as that. But yeah, not everyone does do that, but some people probably do. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. But yeah, you're always gonna have haters in life. This is just the reality of life. Do you know what I mean? Or people who don't believe in you, or don't believe in the life you live in, that it's the right life, or they wanna put you down, or they wanna slow you down, or they wanna tell you they wanna put a negative slant on everything you do. You're always gonna have people like that. Do you know what I mean? But just don't listen to them. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. The only person's opinion that matters is yours and God's. That's the truth. Do you know what I mean? No one else's opinion matters, because it's from a bad place a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? If it was from a good place, if they were bigging you up, if they were, do you know what I mean, trying to build you up, trying to support you, trying to help you in your goals, trying to help you in life. Do you know what I mean? Then yeah, great. Do you know what I mean? You'd be all for it. You'd be all for, do you know what I mean, hearing them and believing in them and trusting them. Then, do you know what I mean? You'd be all for that, but it's not how it is a lot of the time in life. Unfortunately, you get a lot of people who just, they want to hate on you, and they will hate on you, but God's in control, so it doesn't matter if they hate on you. God's in control, so yeah, that's it. The Lord's will be done, whether people have got something to say or not. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. But yeah, I think I've said all I need to say now. I think I've said everything I need to say. I've said a lot. Probably said too much, but you got to express yourself in this life sometimes. Whether it goes down well or goes down badly, you can't care about that. Do you know what I mean? You can't control what people think and feel. That's on them. Do you know what I mean? They've got to control that. Do you know what I mean? Just like I've got to control what I think and I feel when people are hating on me or when people are saying bad stuff or behaving in a way I don't agree with. Do you know what I mean? I've got to control that. Just like they've got to control what they think and feel. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. So yeah, that's all I can say really. We're all tested in many different ways. All of us, no one's immune to it. So yeah, like it says, you reap what you sow. Sow good and you'll reap good. Sow bad and you'll reap bad. That's what's written. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe in the Bible. It's your prerogative, but do you know what I mean? Just what? Well, you're not gonna know because if you don't know the Bible, you're not gonna know. But just see with your own eyes. Do you know what I mean? How your behaviour affects things and what you think affects things. That's all I can say, and then learn that for yourself. Then if you ever do pick up the Bible, you'll see it's biblical. Whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. That's what's written. That's biblical. So people have said that since the beginning of the time. You reap what you sow. Do you know what I mean? Or you get what you give. It's very similar. Do you know what I mean? It's very similar. So yeah, that's all I can say. Got nothing else to say now. I've been doing another really long video, really long ass video, nearly 30 minutes. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Keeping you all in my prayers. Yeah, wishing you the best. Even my haters, I'm wishing them the best. I don't know if they'll get the best. It all depends on what they do. Do you know what I mean? But I'm wishing them the best anyway. All depends on what they do and how they act and behave. That's all I can say. But yeah, still wishing them the best. So yeah, wish everybody the best. That's the person I am. So even people who've wronged me or treated me poorly, I still wish them the best. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Keeping you all in my prayers. Take care. Peace out. Much love. God bless, and I'll be back soon. Take care.